Nephilim, Evil Tomato here, and today I wanted to do a combo build guide, a little discussionary talk about the monk after the nerf. Right now I'm showing you off my skills. I built my monk pretty simplistic with heavy damage reduction and cooldown. We are running, of course, the Shenlongs for your weapons, your core. We're doing 5 pieces of Innas, because you gotta have them Crutus boots, because they really do great in this build. And then for your bracers, you're gonna want bindings of the lesser god, because every time you hit an elite pack and group them, you get increased. They take increased damage from your mystic allies. We've turned it into a straight up pet build. Gotta have your psych. I can never pronounce this, so I'm not even gonna try. But that damage reduction is key. And then in the cube, we have Flying Dragon. Definitely need them Spirit Guards, because you're always using a primary source. And Ring of Royal Grandeur. In our skills, we're using Crippling Wave, Rising Tide, because it reduces their attack and movement speed. That will also proc your Bandit Trapped. Got your Wall of Wind to freeze them, which also procs your Bandit Trap. We're running strictly a water build here. And for your passive, you definitely need your Unity, Beacon of Utar, Harmony, and Near-Death Experience. I will say, I think it's dropped like 1 tier. I think it's down to like A-tier build. It's not going to be your top build, but I think if you're good enough of an Inner Monk player, you'll be able to push really good with this build. Now, let's get into Greater Rift, and we will render the verdict at the end of the video. If you enjoy watching me dabble into guides in Diablo, leave a like. Subscribing would be nice. Comment down below what you think of the Inner Monk after the nerf. And let's get in. We're going to run a 75 Greater Rift, just so, because that's the measure that I judge every build on, is can it clear a 75, which is equivalent to T16. And so far, with all my testing, I am saying that it's going to be at least still a good speed farm build. You might want to get your Inner Monk set up early season so you can farm up all the crafting materials and go into the high-end builds. We're having a little more trouble with your elite packs here, but not too bad. But your whole goal with this build should be to focus on your cooldown reduction, so you can constantly proc your Mystic Ally to get that effect going on. Group them, move on. I know I'm wasting a lot of time on these trash mobs, but it's a bad habit that I have with every build. I'm terrible at just skipping stuff because I enjoy killing everything. It's a little bit of OCD. That's why I can't push super high on them leaderboards, unfortunately. But damage output is still pretty good. Survivability on this build is still good. And can you just go down? Thank you. And I will definitely take a conduit. Which, for anyone who's a Diablo veteran, you all know that 95% 50% of Greater Rift clears are mainly about RNG. So a lot of times we have to fish for a good rift. Looks like for this video the Diablo gods were nice to me and gave me a good rift. And let's just... And like always, I find every dead end in the rift because, you know, that's my core skill, is finding dead ends and relaying information. Granted, too much of my information is based around Diablo. I might start to cover some other games too on the channel. We might move into, I definitely have some love for Cyberpunk, so we might do some of that. I might go and revisit Warhammer 40k Inquisitor just because there's a new season and I think it could be fun. Because I really love the lore of Warhammer. As far as your rotation goes, your main skill rotation is going to be, you want to group everything together, hit your mystic allies and just go ham on them with your primary attack. Still a very simplistic build, which is so great, makes it where you can almost just go AFK and mindlessly farm. And if you really want to be optimal, you could numlock your Epiphany. And as we see, we're still doing pretty good. I might try to do some serious pushing with this build, because I'm kind of burnt on the Witch Doctor right now, especially with the bug that's affecting the Gargantuan sanctified ability, which I'm probably going to make a video about that soon too. Come on, just go down. Thank you. Like, I will note, it is taking a bit longer to kill stuff now, which kind of sucks. I'm not just grouping and one-shotting everything anymore. But, you know, we all knew it was coming sooner or later. We all knew eventually they were going to nerf the monk, because it was just too good. I still think it's push-worthy. I still think it's going to find play in in-game meta. The simple fact, it will still make a good support build. And just, yeah, you group this with like some high-end builds, and you mainly focus your monk on grouping everything up for your DPS. And your team should push pretty far. I'm also thinking about stepping away from Twitch and going to start just mainly streaming on YouTube. That way I can have like all my content on just one platform. Make it easier for you guys to stay up with what I've been doing. So stay tuned for that. And looks like we might actually get this done in the 10-minute mark to appease that YouTube algorithm. But as you can see, it's still kind of melting everything. I will say when you get into the higher 90s, it takes a bit longer. But I think it could still be a viable speed farm build. Let me pick up the bullcrap. That's all I want you to do. And so far, it's looking like your best in slot monk build is going to be Wave of Light. Wave of Light Wave of Light's doing beautiful right now. I will bring that up on the leaderboard once we get back to town. So let's TP back. Turn in this rift. Okay, let's go check out leaderboards. It wouldn't be Monkey Kings. Wouldn't be. Is it Monkey Kings for Wave of Light? Oh no, Monkey Kings has become a Tempest Rush build, so it looks like Tempest Rush. Let's just look at the overall. Your top build for Monk is goodness, Lawn Tempest. Nope, Lawn Wave of Light. So yeah, I was right. Wave of Light's really performing nicely. So if you want to be that top Monk player, I'd go for Wave of Light next season. But that's all up to you. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, smash that like button, and subscribe. Peace.